Kind Senegal, Egypt. The Egyptians got their perfect revenge. This is somewhere to fuse what Rigoba song palm. The Intina who find out how the Desert Foxes of Algeria also fared. And Sembebri and a World Cup qualifiers Maya the Airbam. Canada qualifies for the World Cup for the first time since 1986. Young Komobebre, our FIFA World Cup qualifiers to my Ebam, but our focus is on the Black Stars of Ghana. MTN FA Cup matches Eba, so Enram, Elmina Sharks former Hasufuk Tiswa. Richmond Ayi in the end was the savior and the hero for the Phobians after nearly becoming a villain. And right here, course, to Accra Sports Stadium, Masoni and so catch him. We bring you other results of the FA Cup as Kim Faisal also made their way to the quarterfinals. Aduna Stars are qualified. Yeah, the results say PMO FA Cup Numu Ebe Brom. Sounds so Ena Ghana Maya, the Black Princesses under 20 Maya no. Womu Etima qualified for the World Cup. Ebasu Ewo Costa Rica. In Tenradium, the course Ewo Ghana. MTN FA Cup World Cup qualifies for the women under 20 plus Women's FA Cup. And I think so Nanu Fiada, the Black Stars of Ghana in the qualifiers against Nigeria. Menoka Stadium, Black Stars of Ghana, Nano Pebobo Mukete Makwako PM Ewa Abuja. And then 4 p.m. Ghana Ebe training Ewo Moshood Abiola Sports Stadium Ewa Abuja. Eho ena Kensen Yankupon ya Aduna Ebe Basuchnam. Na yatise FIFA. Happiness to say Nigeria for Emma Nipa Makumaku 60,000. Emma Group Amano so Embe Shebi. Yebusa Black Stars of Ghana. Anyebia Mpempen Soben and Ometima Kwakudru with the World Cup qualifiers. If you just joined us, welcome. It's 9 minutes past 10 on Max FM 89.7. We are live in the whole world, around the world on www.maxfmlive.com. Yenyuanuma more secondi nita krade importem na ye cheche obibia. Jumedi adi bro be page mo just dumienu abo. Enti for adwin chebra 0506367196196 0506367196196. We're also streaming live on Facebook, your Max FM 89.7. Max FM 89.7. Like the page, share the page, tell your friend to tell another friend that the guys are on the Sports Park 1 between now and midday. Be an active listener, not a passive one. Mentonka, what are your thoughts on the Black Stars game? Who impressed you the most? Would you say Ghana, Eko Nigeria, no? And could you be betting me abana? Ebian Sakrebia by Black Stars team man. Opesa. Your views are welcome on our platforms. On WhatsApp is on 050-6367-196. You can also check us out on Facebook, Max FM 89.7. Yenyanuma Mupese Mutio Radio Garden app no so 8 hour. And also download the Radio Garden app. Then you go to the search column. It's simple. You tap Max FM 89.7 GH. You type Max FM 89.7 GH. And also Utie Jumedie. You can also listen to us on www.maxfmlive.com. It's 10 minutes past 10. Welcome to the Sports Park 1. The Black Stars, big on our agenda this morning. And I say, Kesson, come out born for a Tai Chi, did you made a bro. Yenikai, and Star Times, I say. Star Times at the Easter promo, no a brain. Arise and gain with Star Times this Easter. From now until the 30th of April 2022, which are 2-month subscription, will Star Times super package, so Unya and Namakuma could do now watch Star Times to Kwa. Abrayan Yusikabia. It's 10 days free viewing on Star Times when you pay 2 months of your subscription. Ubetiminia Busiana Jimoni Abra. More enjoy premium entertainment. Our Star Times Easter Brewery. When him say you can't affordable pay TV there and one any Star Times. Ubetimiso just non-stop telenovelas, kids entertainment, news, documentaries, movies. Unza Ghana Premier League, our Star Times so MTN FA Cup, our Star Times so the Spanish La Liga, our Star Times. You can also enjoy other exciting and thrilling sporting events from your home on Star Times. Fred hotline, our 0242 437 0242 437 and that's the WhatsApp line on Star Times for Didi Juma 055 35 11 993 055 35 11 993 for more enquiries. Star Times. Enjoy digital life. IMAX quality standing fans and American formal any a showaba into person cool down na brebia unyam fama papa se airborne one na utimi de ye padia and one any IMAX quality standing fans and was super fast blades na eno emma ni super speed motor no a ye juma shrunko kra unim se ope fan ato na udu eni ache baby bebre unya papa dia na udu eni ache eye IMAX no ababeji IMAX standing fancy bi na bibia konkan ede amount IMAX cooling fancy ubenye bi ato max buy outlets ahudo nyina Ghana ha na wenye bi ato free empany 0245 240 983 0245 240 983 and now open sell turn online and also I call www.imax-electronics.com imax-electronics.com now what's me ajo choose super reliable IMAX fans, choose smart life. IMAX smart life. Kel Chaco toothpaste. I don't pay what you say. Wobusia for a drobe na mudi chichimu siabribia. Me can for Kel Chaco toothpaste edi amount. Eye aposie dro tatashia. Ene Ghana for amanone bebia obiaja tumu. Udi chichiru sian. Ema siye fita. En kaboni intimi nyina wanumu. Kel Chaco toothpaste. Udim say yo toothpaste be odi chichiru sian. Ase de wanya hangover. Hangover e bibia ase de uyemaya okesne ne uji wanye. Kel Chaco die. Udi chichiru sian. Onson. If you Samara Company Limited. Ye de body unu ni jebdi ne yana abefu kwanso. Amene efie bia wo Ghana ha. Kel Chaco toothpaste. Ene yusu. Kel Chaco toothpaste. Wow. Hey. Okay. Asumo. Fadi, they be surprises. Ikadi, Yajineja, Nafisa Atsrim, Mutala Yakubu is on the board today. Wano eye Jumedebia no so one for sopa Edeboa Sports Park 1. NT American sir, the Kumasi guy has returned. Whether he's en route to Abuja, he will tell us. Ibas Amauga Bebo Kumasi Nkomo Kra. Na Nafisa Fattal so Ajineja. And now ono ene kodi Jumama Ghana any Ethiopia. I can see about so a Cross Sports Stadium Ghana. Akopiem ewo Costa Rica. Yede hun komo eba. Na K boying with our Facebook streaming and our online job where big boy or also Eboma Jumediene Koso or Ninya Chris Enafe Kobe Sam Yenuanuma MC Anya Ebo Sebe Jumedi Ebeye Krabeshe your friend Nana Darkwa Gyasi. Welcome again. If you just joined us, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend. We are airborne with the Sports Park 1. Proper analysis, why Ghana drew against Nigeria, the lows and the highs, the way forward for the Black Stars of Ghana. We'll look briefly at the African World Cup qualifiers. So unim Dianano, Egypt, one more any Senegal, Kinsino, Diakosi Yenina, Yedi Hong Komo Ebro, Max FM 89.7, www.maxfmlive.com. Last chance travel and Almost also Tai Chi and Eddie Jumede bro. Last chance ever with visa assistance, ticketing and reservations, travel and tour arrangements, travel consultancy, study and work abroad. Abdisuana Opeso Kusian. And I say Opeso Koye Juma. May come for last chance amount. They can take you to Canada, New Zealand, Estonia, Portugal, Singapore, Turkey, Qatar, Dubai. Or meet me so about ammonia entry or tourist visa. Eddie I'll call Austria, Denmark, Italy, USA, and the UK. Ubetime Abba. Last chance for offices. I want Crown, Kissman Junction, about My Life Insurance. Ubetma from 055 3985 231. Kumasin so on Kenya sin Gyasi news side on page 4 cheaper. Ubetma from 0543 565968. Last chance travel and tour. Your number one travel and tours in Ghana. All right, Canada qualified for the World Cup for the first time since 1986. Canada and Omotimade are qualifier Omo World Cup. Unim set and Kofui na Oma pre-World Cup free 1986 so metimako na entimi Masuma Omu and so 4-0 against Jamaica. Etimi ma Canada and they Oma Kwaku Piemu World Cup as representative from the CONCACAF. So good news for the Canadians. Now, Yamre, Africa Day, I really say time. And Anufiada and our matches about so across the continent. Mali 14th Emma Tunisia Echo Bomu by 1-0. The return leg is slated for tomorrow. Algeria Esusuko Cameroon Echo share Cameroon by 1-0. And no Enna Samuel to feel. I want to say Oyenu so dear Jumani Mari Gobet song say 1 year Abrana Cameroon a host to Afcona one more a free moon Uko Piemusu so ewo Kaira eho ena Egypt for Sidabi utina me boss to throw me noa and woni so town into Senegal echinchi mo monsaje Afcon na World Cup there omtimi entna ma Senegal emehye mu ewo mu krom into Egypt etimi share Senegal by 1-0. The return leg is slated for tomorrow in Dakar. New Stadium Momosinum. Ehona Kinsini Baso Ampaya Eja. Unim Ghana. Black Stars of Ghana said yenim no ananu fiada Ghana so ene Nigeria edi bomua obia entimi anhyene nyonkom sankomo we ene nem ebedi akotini pa ewo sports park one so enu nti ene se eje wadwenkyem ewo 050-6367-196. I'm for Siana. I mean, Yabu Chabu numbers number 050-6367-196. 050-6367-196. Na wait me do I drink swaba na bibia akoso kama pa awo jumidie no so. Okay. Be break kakra bi na ye dey share just a few minutes around the continent na afi ya ba be share Black Stars na ye be page mu ana ye the FA Cup riding apropria komo. When there's Black Stars is always the dominant subject. Black Princesses so etimi edi enkunim ebresim ne domo sem so ebeba. Ikadi African World Cup qualifiers.
Well, Nana, good morning.
Good morning.
It's a new week, so I wish everybody the best in the week ever. Quite clearly, you know, as you kind of after qualifiers, it's because of the number of teams that are representing the continent in Ariana a difficult, if you like, process for a lot of the African teams. It's not teams like an Asian team like Cote d'Ivoire won't even be at the World Cup, and a lot of other big teams after the qualifiers will also not make it to the World Cup in itself. Now, the games were fascinating. DR Congo and in Morocco. I think that was the first game I'm a boy on that Friday, and one of the first things I'm realizing is that DR Congo were putting their own self in trouble because we just in the game they starting they created a lot of very decent chances. As a matter of fact, now Morocco who game so. Morocco were not at their best at all, especially in that first half. And it was DR Congo that created problems in for Morocco. Nafisa was brilliant on the day. He played some very fascinating football. I mean, Cedric Bakambuni Bokani could have done better with some of the chances of Munyai. And they could have actually killed the tie. DR Congo could have killed the tie in Congo.
Yeah.
Before Morocco, because they
got good chances.
They had opportunities to have had about 3 goal margin to make it an almost impossible and difficult reach for Morocco when the game gets to Morocco. But they didn't take their chances at all. And when you play against a team like Morocco, I've already said this, on this continent, there are not many teams that are as patient as Morocco. Now, when Morocco were playing in that game, and as a matter of fact, Morocco as well, on front men, Nine and Nursery, they were off color. So there were a couple of changes that the manager make here almost instantly. It paid off for them. Especially Ayub Alkabia obey him. Chisudali saw obey him or goal. When those two attackers came into the game, they brought a different dimension altogether for Morocco. And what I've seen of Morocco, they said they are a very patient side, and when they play, they don't rush things. So it was a counter-attacking football. Cedric Bakambu, it was a chance that Bakambu knew about ball shots. And as always, the big man, Roman size, pulled off a brilliant tackle to stop him. Straight away, because the Congo 4, they were on the attacking phase of the game. No, one long ball over the top was their own undoing. And you become a headed ball to one. The goal was a brilliant goal as well for the equalizer. And as it stands now, it is advantage Morocco. Let's not forget, say, in these qualifiers, the away goal rules will work, and they are working. Morocco now have that away goal and almost pay. To take him, home can go let's draw. They've qualified, and it's an advantage Morocco now. They'll be hoping that when the game comes to their own patch, they can even go on and get a resounding victory. And these are what we talk about when it comes to the qualifiers and the international games. The fine margins. When take you chance, and when take you chance, you are often punished for them. Then the other game was one crazy game, Mali with Tunisia.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of those games. Mali dominated the game. They played very well, but Tunisia played like they played against Nigeria. Tunisia, Mali, the game plan for them was to frustrate Mali. All they wanted to do was to limit Mali for opportunities on in terms of chances. It's the statistics. It quite clearly shows you Mali had just 1 shot on target from the whole game. I'm about 10 shots too. Shots it doesn't define the game. A lot of the shots from boy were desperate attempts from long range because Tunisia had limited them. And Obi Abekaidia in Nigeria and the Tunisia game at the AFCON, Tunisia here Nigeria. There was a very similar pattern to what they did to Mali team. So in the game as it was, someone made 4-3 now more. They were very compact now, and we know Mali, so they are a very good passing team. Mali went with a 4-4-2. Which means that he had 2 central midfielders in that middle of the park. Abdullah the Korea was changing nationality from France to Mali. Played in midfield with Bissouma, 2 Premier League midfielders. But not mere 2 against the very narrow midfield of Morocco. It was every time, even though that Mali for dominated possession, Morocco, Tunisia always had a spare man in midfield. They always had a spare man in midfield. No to me boy, Eputi the press on Mali team. So Tunisia played a very good away game. And the longer the game went on, the more frustrated Mali forgot. Then as we say, at this level of the game, when you lose the slightest of concentration, you can be punished. It's a number and now Ongo nearby. Sissoko was only trying to give a back pass. But when you want to pass the ball back to the goalkeeper, and any young defender who is listening, never pass the ball directly to goal. It has to be off the goal post. So they be as a keeper no ball fan na as a cry. At the worst case scenario, corner kick. But when you pass the ball towards the goal, that's it. The keeper is not in good position. Now o pass no air overcooked. Now o pass no air babola. So keeper na end to the anje ball now. It can only find its way to one end of the pitch into the back of the net. I mean, for a professional player like Musa Sissoko to have made that schoolboy missed error, no, that was shocking. Especially at this level of the game, the World Cup qualifier in front of your home fans. You never lose guard like he did. Right. Such a poor own goal to concede. And he went on to get a red card as well in the game. What did I say? He went on to get a red card as well in the game. And then it's all of these things that defining, big game players, any temperament or whatever. We know Tunisia as a team, they don't have the best of quality, but what they have is the best of attitude.
Attitude, yeah.
Tunisia team, some stars do. Good, they can play, they can cause you problem. Exactly, Jabiri Muslim can be problem. The individual quality but improve but the attitude to work for each other. That's Tunisia team is
in Nigeria free.
They are difficult to beat. And that is what they went to do in Mali, frustrate them. And Mali Funkasa so a mistake almost.
Right.
So again, an advantage to Tunisia going into because we know. So Tunisia, it's difficult. I was saying own goal. So that was another very good game out. Then the reason why Samuel Eto'o is frustrated. Cameroon, Algeria. Now, when you want to play a system like 4-4-2, there's no other option than to find wingers. I'm not talking about forwards. To find wingers on more pace, on more stamina. Because they need to be working and tracking back to help their fullbacks. Inevitable. You can't. You see, when you want to play the 4-4-2 flat, you need wingers. Number 11, number 7.
7 and 11.
And you can't do without them in a 4-4-2 flat and a 4-4-2 attacking mode. It's impossible. So when I saw on the lineup, I was a bit stunned. They saw Abubakar started alongside Maxine Choupo-Moting as the two front men. And Obo Kautoko Ekambi and Hongla as wingers.
You can do that.
You see, I like Ekambi. He's a good player. I don't think he's a winger.
Debbie. I know a centre forward. I know Timmy Boss centre forward in the Chikra.
Or a forward player, but not a winger. What I say? So in Anna Oshe, Domadi, Eddie, Algeria, no Airbar. Algeria went to play the 3-back. What I say? If not Algeria, some a very 4-3-3 kind of team. Belali, Nimares, Nebia, Bagdabuna, the Kola, but those the Bagdabuna they start saying now if you are Febui, any Budiora, any Benasa, middle 3. That is what, but he hasn't worked for him at the AFCON.
Yeah.
It was San and Sano, and on board the 3-back. Now it was 3-4 across midfield, 2 in behind the main striker. So straight away, the 4-4-2 normal bona air flat no. Again, it can be any hungler air wide. Straight away, Algeria Fafa Vivi, because they've got Ismail Belessa, they've got a young man Zerouki in the middle of the park. And no more
Zerouki na Messi AFCON.
No, Gudera, Zerouki Bible, but not COVID.
Yeah.
It's one group stage match, but the final group stage match.
Sure.
And even quite clearly, you could see it on your face.
Yeah.
He's very good for 20. And you see, Wamba Mares as a winger, Nambo Belali as a winger, Obomuna as number 10s. It's what they were hoping to do and what Algeria were doing all the game was to use Ben Sabani, what I say, any Benyada to be the wide players. Mares in that game didn't operate as he's operated in Leicester, as he's operated with Algeria in the last couple of years, as he's operated with Man City. He was very narrow in the midfield. It was people center side when you winning fouls. The same for Belali. Belali, why do you say Belali a winger? He was nowhere near the wing.
Right.
Because what they wanted to do was to make it difficult for a Cameroon team. Powerful when they want to go down the wing, especially with the way we saw them at the AFCON. But they were very short in themselves. Cameroon. And we said Cameroon Tolo, any five, they couldn't just provide width. Because the fullbacks of Algeria had blocked them off. And that's why I looked at Rikobo's song and I think he got it absolutely wrong. And again, the goal they conceded. You see, they were not scoring, but they were not conceding chances. And the goal they conceded, Onana, 10 out of 10 should be making the save.
Right.
It was a powerful header from Slimani, but it wasn't into the corners. It wasn't into the corners. And Onana should have been getting a stronger hand on that one. Again, advantage Algeria going into the second leg.
Right.
And Egypt led Senegal. After the early goal, there was no way another goal was going to come. And Egypt know say about quality. Senegal will quality. So more respect. You see, sometimes some of the best things you can ever do for yourself is to admit your level. Egypt of 10 years ago, they are always favorites.
Yeah.
Egypt of 2022, they are underdogs against Senegal because Senegal will call it young. And that is the attitude they took into the game.
Yeah.
It's after the early goal, Salah Boba made the points ball by Eric Shea, after own goal by from Abdou Diallo, no fault of his. So unlucky, you know. Egypt went into playing like they played at the AFCON to frustrate every team. To frustrate every team. Senegal did try. They had 3 shots on target.
Salou 6 ne share on goal.
Salou 6. Yeah, okay, yeah, 6 actually. Yeah. It was. Egypt for. I mean, let me come to these statistics for you then. Egypt are playing at home. You know, Egypt is a very attacking side. 3 shots on target for Egypt. It's the same for Senegal. Now, the number of fouls that Egypt is winning a committee in this game. 19. Okay, so we can say about Ghana for a sportsmanship, a gamesmanship. Say, Bobo against opponent. What you need to do sometimes is the gamesmanship. Sign your man, little fouls to stop them from getting into your groove. Egypt were not going to flow. Some Egypt team they don't play flowing football. They don't. Senegal team they have the ability to do that. It's any time and Senegal were looking like they were picking a groove. I didn't watch this game live. I saw it after the Ghana game because it was the same time. It's after the Ghana game and I'm really pretty game. No. Anytime Senegal appear to be in their groove, normally yes, our tactical fouls. Maybe not Salah crazy. Anytime as Senegal may pick 3 passes together, 4 passes together, almost build the rhythm, they will break the rhythm. So after that early own goal from 6, after that early, it wasn't his fault. It was all Egypt being as tough as they could against Senegal, just as they did in the final, like they don't call extra time and penalties.
All right.
But this game is not dead. It's not done.
It's anybody's game, huh?
It is not done at all.
Egyptians any advantage, huh?
No, of course, when you've won the first leg, you go into the second leg with an advantage.
Right.
But when you're going to Senegal with the quality they've got, you cannot rule out the fact that Senegal have what it takes in them to bounce back.
Right.
And I come say,
I
know.
You're Chelsea.
Only Chelsea.
You're Chelsea. Watch it. But you're Chelsea. Yeah. I'm on for any agent. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. Chelsea. All right. Good morning, Nana in the crew. Please, I want to ask if Afena Jan's injury is serious. Can he play tomorrow's games? I'm Zani from Dansoman. Greetings to man like Z-Clef. Okay. Mutala so ball.
Utuadu say cramps in your ABR. Say cramps.
Okay. Good morning, Nana. Trust me, Ghana will qualify. This is Pantalon. This one says, good morning, Nana and your crew. We saw lots of positivity in the Black Stars compared to the AFCON, to the team in AFCON. I was happy about how they played. You could see and feel the urgency in their performance. But Jordan needed to be subbed off by the 70th minute. He looked really tired. Our biggest problem from the AFCON's team and this team is the goals. We hope for better performance tomorrow in Nigeria. Yadom and Baba Rahman have to fight for their place now, and it's healthy for the team. Harun Nichols, Jolu. We say good morning, Nana and your crew. Okay. Nana Jemmy, or say, Nana, please allow my guy to talk. Why? All right. Maxwell or Lashibi or say, Nigeria will qualify. Okay. Good morning to you all, Max Sports. I'm wishing the Black Stars of Ghana good luck against Nigeria in the second leg encounter. This is Eric Mensah from Tema Industrial Area. We say good morning, Max team. This is Penderu 7. I was so impressed with Ivory Coast against France. I hope they do same in the World Cup. Ivory goes on World Cup. I don't come France. Good morning, Nana Darkwa. I foresee Sitsofe as a good manager in future due to his educative analysis on sports. I'm Jonathan Ado from Russia, Dansuman Road. We say Black Stars played better on Friday than in AFCON 21. Possible to win in Abuja. Morocco, Tunisia, and Algeria won the first leg matches in away games. Hopefully, the Black Stars can do same. But my question is, has the Black Stars ever defeated the Super Eagles in Nigeria before? Ademola Oyibi, yes, Ghana has defeated Nigeria before. Good morning, Nana. I'm a regular listener but first time texting. Ghana will win 2-1 tomorrow in Abuja. Max from SCC. Yeah, good morning to all the SCC guys. I'm back. Atamosis, Frank Texan. Is it Anamoko 2 bedo usu ho? Oh, record SCC Park. Oh, that.
Oh, free kick. Oh, top corner.
Hey.
No more record. Oh, I have a rich record there.
SCC Park.
Oh, baby at the time. Yes.
I want to say San Siro.
Yes. No
Ties in Konya.
I have a beautiful record there. Free kick. Samba Valley boys, SCC boys, no.
Oh.
Almost saying 2-1. Free kick better one.
Ehona Felix Aboaje, Yahweh Champon, Desmond Amwa, Asamoah, yeah.
Those sometimes don't invite him to time.
Yeah.
I have a nice record there.
Okay, is it Mama?
Nostalgia.
Me the brother cause a brother continue in Pumo nti.
Brother the Ebola.
A banger in SCC. I see the way our boys put their lives on the line last night was admirable. The level was zeal and the commitment was impressive. We hope they will perform the same thing tomorrow. This is your boy, Ivan J from Teshi Zakaria Junction. #original. Well, say good morning, Anna. I'm sure Prophet Wano made some people rich for predicting goalers. David, inside Ashoman Estates. Well, say good morning. I'm Christian Cobalt from Aduna Swedro. I wish Nigeria best of luck in the return match. Good morning. My name is Sharif. Listening to you from Shanghai. Greetings to my best friend, Christian Sitsofe. Good work done. Keep it up. What's your friend? Benjamin Amiao or Tema Community 1. Kamos Auto Pass Shop. Ghana will win tomorrow. I wish you guys all the best. Amiao, we wish you all the best as well. We say kudos to the guys for the splendid performance, but let's not be surprised if we do not qualify for the World Cup. Blessing Kobe from Tema Community 20. Okay, Max FM. Also, hi, Max FM. Kwesi RS inside Gyasi. The Black Stars played in a 3-1-4-1 shape, but they say it's a 4-4-2. Idrisu drops to form a back three. Wing backs push up. Pate plays as a sole pivot with Kudus and Isaku in half spaces. Afinajan is doing a decent job as a sole striker. Good hold-up play and trying to be a menace. Kudos to my man, Sicho. Okay, approaching 40 after 10 and 89.7. First batch of messages down on WhatsApp. Mutala for Kakasume, Nafi, Yentimra Fiokra. Your thoughts on maybe 1-2 of the World Cup qualifiers in Africa now?
There was something unique a PMO qualifies in African qualifiers.
Okay.
Osha, the results no. Being able to be share more than a goal.
Okay.
And no show say the quality. What teams in the difference nation dance. So yes, difference nation dance. Most of the teams are par in terms of quality and all that. But one game and I'm in the Dr. Congo against Morocco because of the huge difference in quality. Yes, Osha Dr. Congo team. You can mention players like Bakambu. You can mention players like Mbukani. They don't have household names. In football, but Osha Morocco team now honestly, even their goalkeeper Bono. These are most of me check here. Yes, 87% of the Moroccan squad were born in Spain. They started football in Spain, so most of them had training in Europe. International team they can more, so they have quality in the Amrabat Munina. These are quality players. So going into the game, I knew it was more of a David and Goliath affair, but I also knew that the crowd in Kinshasa were going to play a vital role in DR Congo getting something from the game. So and it wasn't surprising that Congo started on the front foot, got their opening goal, and the stadium was buzzing. But again, lack of quality in certain areas. They had several chances. I said the same player now. Onya goal no, or boy and the ball deflect here. No. Onya several chances to score, but I mean lack of quality again in those areas. No, because at a point they were pushing Morocco, and Morocco didn't have answers to the numerous attacks that Dr. Congo was waging. No, but they stood tall. They had a penalty, which they blasted over the crossbar. but they no stop you from coming back to get a goal, and they scored a beautiful goal there. Tisho Dali. I mean, it was a brilliant goal. Oshe, and the stadium went dead. Not because go bia it means Dr. Congo cannot qualify for Qatar, but it's a goal. It's a sucker punch now because it will be very difficult for Dr. Congo to go to Morocco and upset them. They knew that their best bet of having a chance of qualifying for Qatar lies in Congo. So that draw no has rocked them. After the full-time whistle, the demeanor of the players and the bencher. Say they know it is more or less mission impossible in Morocco. Because on Mema hostile atmosphere. Reception on Mema or Morocco no. One Casa Ebebroso. I don't know whether they will play in Casablanca. But it's likely some will Casablanca. A hot now by it's immediate lights in our two goalkeeper. Because they will make life uncomfortable for you. So at the blast of the whistle, you could see that the Dr. Congo were very sad with that 1-1. No? And obviously, Morocco have the away goal. It tilts towards them. Second leg, Echna in Casablanca will not be easy for them. And one other game, Egypt, Senegal. Me, I sure said, I wanted to see that game. I couldn't watch the game, but I was privileged to watch the extended highlights. This done. Maybe man, how much you maybe share extended highlights. Nana, there was one thing clear from Carlos Queiroz and in the Egyptian side. No, they only needed to score one goal. They only needed to get in front of Senegal. No, we had one goal pay. And once they got that goal, it was case closed. It was all about making sure they defend their lines. And they did something unique in the game, which was clear. When says Senegal, one of their strengths lies in wings, no. Yes, Sadio Mane and Ismail Sarr. It's Ushaya. Ball Gaber as the right back, and ball Fatty. Fatty was playing in the 3-man midfield. But anytime once Sadio Mane has the ball, you will find Gaber and Fatty on him. Anytime you find Ismail Sarr having the ball, your friend say Fatou and Solia on him. Because someone him say, Senegal's strength lies in their wings. And if you leave those two players, they will cause you damage. Once they got that goal, it was done deal for them. Senegal pushed, but it wasn't to be because Egypt defended their lines very, very well. Not we here one goal pair, and Sitsofe, they know that the gulf in quality between themselves and Senegal is soon. Even the AFCON, some antics that no more touch line, making sure that they will frustrate Senegal and see the game to full time, see the game to extra time and penalties. No, when said they don't have the quality to match Senegal boot for boot. So our Friday game, it was the same thing. All they needed was to start well, and everything that could have gone well for Egypt went well for them. They got the opening goal, and that was it. They closed the back. They made sure they defended their line. They didn't have too many chances in the game. Chances I mean who the Salah boy Kobo Sisa Sheye and Mustafa Yusuf Mohammed and your head about. Then at the end of the game, Abdul Moment and Sunya chance back. That was it. But they needed just one goal. But it wouldn't be easy for them in Dakar. But because Senegal would also have to throw everything at them. The Egyptians had the Cairo fans backing them. And the stadium was erupting. And so we are going home in this qualified year. The 12-man played a huge role. Yes, the 12-man played a huge role. Even Mali game no Lucy, Now I wish you could see that game. It wasn't as if Mali played polio.
But there's a fan they play huge role. They are just well winning you.
Yes, but they made life uncomfortable for the host.
But in the end, they lost.
Yes. In the end, Mali lost that game because of lack of concentration from Sissoko.
Yeah.
And of course that own goal, no. And on the day he had a bad day, he was destined to have a bad day. because he even had a red card in that game. But after that, I mean, they had a great time. Mali ball shots, but it wasn't to be. I mean, sometimes when you come up against a good sider, you just need to be clinical enough. And yes, idea, as it is always said, football is defined by fine margins, the little details. If you don't get it right, that is it.
Right.
So I wasn't surprised Mali lost that game. No. Nana, also you have Ghana again.
I know.
Before Cameroon, they had so. They could engage any Castileo. I watched the game. They could not deal with Slimani on the day. Slimani was too much for them. I mean, Slimani Fabo did no approach, but you could see that they were shaking. And I don't agree with Sicho on Onana safe. No, I think the header was too powerful. My friend made 2 times. I think power need to beat Onana because prior to that, he made a fantastic save from Slimani shots. Which I thought said the angle was even tighter. But this one, there was too much power in the header. And you could see there was a touch from the touching ball crossbar, but...
And that's the mistake.
Yes.
In goalkeeping, when a ball is powerful, you don't palm it. Absolutely.
Yes.
Tip it. And got Sepe ball and the ball won't hit the crossbar. He palmed it, instant ball crossbar. If it tips it, it goes over the bar.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of goalkeepers will dive and they are tipping it over the bar. When
Okay.
you palm it, and that is wrong technique by
Of
Onana.
course, it could be goalkeeping error there. Even though I think that there was too much power in that effort. And on the day, Abubakar also disappointed me. I mean, so the man mad him in the game. And Tukwa Akambi is not a winger. He played from the left-hand side. It didn't work for them. It was totally a false system. So it gave the Algerians joy. They were just passing the ball around. And once they got that away goal, they were comfortable. They were just comfortable. It was Cameroon who was coming forward with every attack, but it wasn't to be for them because Algeria came with the system, said, let's get the first goal,
right.
Let's manage them and see what happens. I mean, qualifiers here interesting, but results said the quality now what Africa no. And so teams never bang, and that is what we saw.
Okay, thank you very much, Mutala. Let's go to Facebook. A few messages. Kofi Ajman, Black Man is a pet farm. Good morning, Kofi. Thank you for your message. Aziz Father, no worries. So say good morning. Good morning, Aziz. Ajika Wisdom, good morning. Piaga. Was it Richmond? Ayi was a hero yesterday. Ghana must win. Or Achima Safo. Richard Bedu, hi. Stephen Asari, good morning. Benjamin Amweni, good morning, Mr. Darkwa. Please, I'm doing the listening live here at Atsrim Akroso in the eastern region of Ghana. And this is the first time texting, but regular listener. Even in the farm, I listen to the program. Hashtag Sports Park 1. Wow. Ofumi Nauti Park 1. Wow. Ofori Kupalo. Good morning, Max from tomorrow. Ghana will get the first goal for the Black Stars. Greetings to Braloga GH. Okay. Icon Kobe. Also, good morning, Max FM. I was very impressed with the kind Black Stars performance in Kumasi. This squad should be maintained, even if we couldn't make it to Qatar. I saw a 0-1 winning for the Black Stars in Abuja. Hashtag Go Ghana, Go Black Stars. Akins Yabos, good morning, Nana Darkwa. Watching you live from Tema Community 2, Italian Flat Block D. Keep the good work. Wishing the Black Stars well. GH Jaden. Or say, the Black Stars will beat Nigeria without compassion. Starboy say, watching you live and clear at Ahafumim. Ahafumim. Minimoina. Ahafumim the Makot now. I'm to the booyah for down quarters. Yeah. Okay. Also watching you live and clear at Ahafumim Airport. Max Sports, no size. No matter what will happen, the Black Stars will beat Nigeria in the return encounter to qualify. Greetings to Yasma, Frank Naro, and all workers of Red Sea Housing Services, especially Mr. Safo. Mema of no matter whoever Agodu no 56 years, so still was your Babo Hassan. We are somebody. Oh, Charlie. Where's your friend Nana Ochaba? Now that Gyasi, it's me, Cash Out. I'm texting from Bremen Brakwa. I'm watching you live on Facebook. Nana, please check your frequency for us. It's like some another station is crossing over your station, please. Okay, we work on that. We'll find out first, and if it's true, we work on it. Okay, Wisdom Magica say, God bless you. God bless you too. Jupiter the General. Also, good morning, Gyasi. Now, this is what you don't know. All the 4 North African countries are going to the World Cup with one West African country called Ghana. This is the gospel according to common sense of Saint Jupiter, the General from Spintex. Hey. Nafisa. Yeah. I'm beside your call money, fantastic. Okay. Yeah.
Round of 16 and man
FA Cup, me boy. Okay.
Round of 16. Say na koye ewo Ali Mahama Sports Stadium. Your ladies any ampem Darkwa. Ekoye 16-0.
I'm gonna question 16.
16-0.
A penalty and I say open play.
Open play.
16.
16-0.
If you are say your ladies.
Your ladies.
Your ladies.
Yo, and the yo, yenya do it na ne yo sa.
Hey, 16. Okay.
Into mutu de o. Kusa Kumasi Sports Academy and so FC Savannah 1-0.
Okay.
Our Bantama AstroTurf Park no so. Ashtown ladies so Pelpia ladies 3-1. Immigration ladies etna fie Emma Army ladies 2-0.
And the problem no from the league to the FA Cup you be ashamed.
A victory first victory was Sea Lions. Now we feel say uncommon. Bobo but
Sea Lions and Kuyi almost show
I reform you in a boy internet by upper hand.
So immigration is out of the FA Cup.
Yeah, out of the
all right.
Police ladies in so etna fie Eshe soccer intellectuals 3-2. For Su Royal ladies in so etna fie Eshe Bolga All Stars in so 3-2. Annual ladies and our Root sisters and so Ekoye 1-1. Eshe no penalty na annual ladies Eddie Root ladies efimu 4-3 penalties. Lady strikers and our defending champion Hazakis Ebebo in the 3 p.m.
Lady strikers near Hazakis.
Yes.
Oh.
Robert
And straight win. Edma Hazakis ladies. Aye. No contest.
And now so man see Yajuma. Omutimi Yajuma.
Black princesses.
Yes, Omuko Yajuma ni wie Ethiopia.
How much 3-0?
3-0.
Okay.
Now, almost about had I said to Muzana man or my reluctant as on my shabby tea, or one who can write who you and here, but the Yan no me, or much or Eshomo, 2-1. Emma Mrs. Salamat, Eshes are 2 goals in Edemagan, or when you are free head, I've been snob the share. Second half needle will be a Anthony and Shibi. In Africa, dear. Nigeria and Ghana na qualify. Then Nafisa started here. Nigeria na 1 slot Emma Africa. And no Nigeria na started 2002. Omo kwa be pemde. De every year be 2 years be be ko bia no. Omo ka ho. Nti omo ka omo share Senegal 4-1 e wo honom in the first leg na 3-1 and the second leg na ko 3-1 e wo Nigeria. 7-2 on aggregate.
Wow. And Ghana to qualify on 5-1 on aggregate.
And you qualify nti to say akwakoye Ghana and Nigeria.
And Costa Rica. Adiba ku chiri madwen so Ghana for goalkeeper no. And no nya red card. Now it's a World Cup no. Obe missing 2 games and and it's almost fanunku. Obeko. Also sacrificing my team.
Sacrifice because baby and do not that some better man it.
Ochibo outside the penalty box.
Because opie.
What was the sacrifice?
Osi Ojai and Keshe.
Yes.
Osi ke ebe 2-2.
Almost 2-2. How is that sacrifice?
I don't know.
NMK gamesmanship. If I'm a centre back, I'm a defender. Few minutes to the end of the game, we've already qualified. Even at
okay, it wasn't few minutes though.
It
not quite be brief. Not time be brief.
How many minutes?
Like
10 minutes.
Yes.
Like 10 minutes.
With few minutes to go,
yeah.
There's a World Cup ahead. I'm a defender. I'm a keeper. Even at 2-2, we qualify. I don't take a red card.
When you say 2-2, no bound. Be a 5-2.
At the time, the aggregate was 5-2,
5-1. It was even 5-1.
Aggregate 5-1.
Yeah.
So there is absolutely no way. So in gamesmanship, and that's something we need to start teaching at the juvenile level in Ghana football. In gamesmanship, you have to calculate what a risk to take.
Right.
And that wasn't a risk worth taking.
But
No. Is that wrong?
No.
Menen nyadwen adese me hu ye na ye me but the time ni na won say ase na opie na say obe chest ball no ba opi hu ye na che say we pie ne na ba ku sila na chi dida.
Right.
It was the time na ne calculation no na amboa ama no. Ba wo sure ma qualify na metimi dia atodwa ama. Teams no ma qualify efi Asia no Australia, Japan, defending champion ana South Korea. Oba Africa Ghana ne Nigeria. Oko CONCACAF na Costa Rica host nation on the woman dada. Mexico ewo ho, Canada ewo ho, ana United States ewo ho. Company board here South America omunye nyom representatives o me mienu into omo aso ho no mbebo awie no omo beba. Oko Oceania New Zealand a qualify efi ho. Ana Europe nso France ewo Germany, Netherlands ana Spain.
Right. Okay, women's football and Nafisa Edie Adomu Esukono from the Women's FA Cup to Ghana's qualification to the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup. And now Salama to Abdullah. Wano NSA goals menu and so I can't say any now Ghana goalkeeper your friend is Cynthia Conlan with me and a red card and for the red card nya idea more dream na avoidable into yen so the black princesses are through.
Your best top scorer. Wo wouldn't my goals my just we are leading and win yeah or yeah
honestly I think that game was last week me boy. I remember. I remember.
There were 2 matches more to play and say qualify.
All right. Thank you, Nafisa. So we'll be following all the preparations from the Black Princesses. Now, video will be idea. But Sichu. Okay. I said, good morning, Nana TCL. Me chantro, me kind of said the one. I said, good morning, Nana TCL. I swear. Tell Sichu, I'll give him a wife in a brick because of his top-notch world-class analysis. Yao Staki, aka O Papa, inside a brick. Ozimwa, O Papa na dia ba ni di O Papa wa brick. I swear.
Even say I confirm it.
It's not Mrs. Bazi. If I'm gonna draw my attention, the mission message you actually.
Message is
Okay, it's 59 now, 10:59. Yeah, Daniel was smart could say, tell your bar, Ghana Black Stars, and you better come on.
Samisoriano pa, Kale Chaco toothpaste na me de missing. And mommy confidence, the money na.
Se wushia ama na me si fitai gusuna mesrea. Eyo wawawu me de Kale Chaco toothpaste. Ene twitwi missing. Obo ade ne pa e wo bidie mu no. Ene e dia ye Kale Chaco toothpaste. E boy sen ho ban e free mowa e boy sin mu tokro. E se ahye ene enumunka. Sure say amani Kale Chaco toothpaste insuni. Yeti center for.
Media magic Kale Chaco toothpaste out tubu. Me shuna no pa na twa me kodano. E ma me sinye fita. Confidence level kwaso etibi nama. Na me si 32 ni na guso.
Enkane no ane maame nom di bidie twitwi yense no asaya bebie mu o bidie wo Kale Chaco toothpaste mu no MSC fita emana hoden ne sayi nkabia ma wanum ye hwam enunti mu amonom coffee wine any tobacco e kamo seso no abama mo Kale Chaco toothpaste sankofa yenchi
Kale, happy smile.
FDA adi edwedi nkrato ya tomo.
Ophelia, did you brush your
Charlie go open me. But you change your TV.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be you tell me say you don't get money.
I be you know the listen radio. Look, TCL introduced Buy Now, Pay Later for both government and private salaried workers to pay back over 12 months.
Yeah, my free self spoiler.
Yusuf, your matter long too much. Look, their deal they cover any appliance we want. TV, washing machine, fridges, home theater, Charlie, everything.
You sure? Hey, Charlie, I come here. It be like I left my phone for house. I come. Buy any appliance and pay later through our partner banks, including EcoBank, GCB, SG Ghana, First Atlantic Bank, Abi National Savings and Loan, and you are good to go. Call us on 0596 913 298 or visit tclghana.com. TCL, the creative life. Charlie, go open me. But you change your TV.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be you tell me say you no get money.
I be you know the listen radio. Look, TCL introduced buy now, pay later for both government and private salaried workers to pay back over 12 months.
Yeah, my free self spoil.
Yusuf, your matter long too much. Look, the deal they cover any appliance we want. TV, washing machine, fridges, home theater, Charlie, everything.
You sure? Hey, Charlie, I dey come. It be like I left my phone for house. I dey come. Buy any appliance and pay later through our partner banks, including EcoBank, GCB, SG Ghana, First Atlantic Bank, Abi National Savings and Loan, and you are good to go. Call us on 0596 913 298 or visit tclghana.com. TCL, the creative life.
Welcome back. It's 2 minutes past 11, 89.7. Agbeve Heba Hospital say. And in Ghana, ha, upe se, o ko Sabiana, Yarena, no ye tu asia kra edmawa. Now do any Agbeve Heba Hospital. Omo, a specialist, treatment of skin diseases, stroke, malaria, diabetes, kidney problems, piles, liver problems, yamyaria, stomach ulcer, prostate enlargement, anemia, low sperm count, fibroid, and asthma, any hepatitis B. And omutu sanyari we nyina ase afe udu ani choma so ewa ombe making sure say uko fie de na yare no eni hu biomum ntifo ani che agbeve oma so no ewo sotum last stop obefro mo 0246 259 5256 0246 59 5256. Before you think of herbal, think agbeve. Don't say herbal, say agbeve. Awake purified water, every casa preco. Regulate your body temperature by drinking Awake purified water. Awake purified drinking water, one for life. Can you say, but to be a to free Awake Biano? Your bobo is canano near the Aquacoma National Cardiothoracic Center for acquire show woman kumayariano. Into to Awake no now boa amia show bia wo akumamu yarie. Casa Precon and I could Awake purified water abba from our 026 2351 251 026 2351 251. Awake drinking water, one for life. Max Buy, a leader in home appliances, smartphones, accessories, and everyday goods. Unim say Max Buy, a great variety of superior products at affordable prices. Ubetime at top brands, bitisa IMAX, any TCL, ABAB, every a Max Buy, your air conditioners, TVs, sound bars and fans, blenders and fridges, freezers and rice cookers, your kettles, and your home appliances are who do be with quality brands. Max Buy offers amazing discounts on all products. Max Buy or UTC or Chroma Circle, La Paz, Ebe TCL showroom, Tema, near the sports stadium, Kumasi, Tamale, Sunyai, Takrade Market Circle, Cape Coast Abom Wells, Ho, and Afimpo, all shopping malls in Ghana, including 45 outlets nationwide. From Max Buy, our 0302 750 308 and our 0544 019 552. When we say your only channel for the National Professional Boxing League, Max TV, weekend ways so yeah the third edition no bro. Menoka say the Ambabua Ashasia, the Ghana Boxing Authority President Oranikwe, any former world champion, IBF world champion Joseph Agbeko, womu air live on Max TV, Abra womani eye ora. Just Amin Lamte, Echichi and Komo Agbeko, Nikwe and Amin Lamte on some boxing on Max TV. Yeah, the Black Stars, any FA Cup, and a PGMU El Pakwanso. Okay, in 10 round, House of Folk, any Timmy, any Elmina Sharks, Eddie Bo, Mobiasha, and Yonko, Eka Baku after 90 minutes. Eka, Menu, Baku, Menu, Ismail Chimeboa, Menu. Many. It depends on a commentator who rates you films. Many. It's Benchy. I never come the and can once a because blasters them never come. It's Benchy Shemunu after Sulabo corner. Now Isaac Mensah in its boom, na Ashem. And Kofuba Tika, Sulabo Samba Wami Biajai, or Bobo Nicorium, no boy Abasanton and Nemu. Or control any Jiboye finism, but as of folk ever take a share, they never say die spread. Goalkeeper Rich Moaide, me say, Uncle Taku, Konu, Kuno, you are on Tony and Trio, Onto, and can run home going and Jaco Benja has no anajo. Yamina Boa no, or 4 penalties and a house winning a fake cup. Ozenyeska, Yente Coachemisa, or ye Elimina Sharks coach.
Well, I need to smile because after the result will never change if I don't smile. Yeah. I have to make myself happy. Anyway, we play a very good game. We dominated the play in terms of possession. We were on top. House of Folk came in strongly, getting to the latter part of the game. Between the two teams, we created decent chance. We should have scored, but unfortunately we couldn't make it. And then in the second half, us resulted into long balls. So apparently now I know that without long balls, it will not help them. And we capitalized on that and scored the second goal. But what I can say is a hard luck, very, very bad lose for us.
Coach, come name is Coach Edma, Elmina Sharks. Yentie Hamza being has assistant coach.
Well, I think it wasn't easy at all. It was a very difficult task. Looking at the game, playing to a team which is last on the league log, it's not easy. We knew earlier, so the boys, we decided to side them before getting into this match. Because where they are, if we decide to go in with a normal play, it will affect you. And tactically, it display on the field of play. Our boys were psychologically down, so we need to encourage them. And looking at the game, we play a lot of system. We have to change a lot of system. Technically, we have to change a lot of tactics in play. Because looking at their bench, they have a very tactical person over there, Coach Amisa. I respect him a lot. Playing with him, we play with him for a lot of time. And anytime that we are playing with him, we find it very difficult in beating him. Always, there will be a narrow escape when we play with him. So coming into this game, we knew what to happen. So we were able to deploy our tactics and it worked for us.
Hamza been very eloquent or Kasaye Pa, House of Work assistant coach. And I know Memenda, Abdul Karim Zito, a chairman so Kunedu say, oh, master, so when Zeminu Akitano, Yabakunemo, Widiama. Also, we need 4-2 on penalties against Legon City. Let's hear from the losing coach, Max Oknedu.
It was a keenly contested match. I think we have to congratulate Dreams for, winning on penalties. We are very strong at home, but just that we couldn't convert our chances. Having said that, I think my boys did well. They played their hearts out, and it's just a game. It's another FA Cup match that we lost on penalties. So we are taking it in good faith, but we make sure we make amends next time.
Better luck next time, Max. Yente Karim Zito, Dream set coach.
But I told you from the beginning, I'm here to win because I've not been doing well since we started these FA issues. But this time around, we want to do well and then go to the finals. So I'm very happy we've won, and then not on the 90-minute deal, we won on penalties. So these are some issues that is worrying Ghana football. Since I took the under 20, we had a penalty, we won. WAFO, we won. AFCON, we won. And today I won. So I'm very happy.
11-11 is the time. What is Zitonka? NT results the PML FA Cup teams are qualified to the quarterfinals. RTU Trauma Kinfesa Ashen 4-2. Yes, what do Ashen the first goal of the season in all competitions. Ediama Kinfesa. Congratulations, boy. Legon Cities Yedika Kalusu 4-2 on penalties. Techiman Tamale City Eshe Young Apostles 5-2. Bechem Ewini 4-2 against Kumaumine. Eduana Ayi Chelsea Freemashan 1-0. Sky Ayi Heart of Lions Freem 1-0. Kotokuru Ashe Dwarfs 1-0 Ayi Freem, and a house is to qualify for the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Ghana and Nigeria Ebo goalless to Kumasi Honi Edru Otoado Air Black Stars coach.
First of all, I think the guys did well. better, but under these circumstances, I have to say they followed the plan. Even though we made some mistakes, they still followed the plan. They have good positions, they have good runs, we created our chances. And we started well, I think, in the first 30 minutes. And then there was a little break, a little bit of fatigue. We started the second half as well, and again there was a break, a little bit of fatigue. We couldn't press that good as we wanted to, and that made Nigeria come more. In all, I think it was a deserved draw, because Nigeria had one very good chance, and this is for the week. For the next game, this is what we have to consider, that we shouldn't allow so much counter situations. In all, I think the ball position was good. We had very, very good pace. We played out well from the back, how I wanted it. So I'm happy. Just the result. The results could be better, but at least we did continue.
Otodo, Black Stars interim coach, Ikadi.
Black Stars.
Black Stars.
Okay, so it's just important that the game ended in a draw, goalless, as everybody knows, which means that the tie is still very open. If we get any goal draw in Nigeria, Ghana is through. All Nigeria has to do is to have any kind of win. When you have Obobo home, that's it. All you have to do is to have any kind of win. That's a situation A1 for you. I'm sure that Ghana Kobo a game now. Our first thought was to win this game by any margin or whatever, just to give ourselves the advantage going into the second leg. But it's still very much open and anybody could qualify. But I think it's slightly an advantage to Nigeria. Whether we are shaping up 60,000 capacity, Abuja, Mushida Biola. I mean, everything's setting up for them nicely, but it's still a game of football. Now, I think that Ghanaians are happy because the performance he moved from the Stars on Friday night is the best performance we've seen of the Stars in the last 4 to 5 years, or the last 3 to 4 years. Boa very controlled. You can sense what the players want to do. So it is why people look at the performance in comparison to what we've done in recent times and think or feel say it's a lot better and people are not disappointed. 2, Nigeria per almost squad no Mukitano look like on paper almost somewhat above the quality of the Black Stars. So to hold them to a goalless draw in the manner in which we did, it limits Nigeria in their strong areas in the manner in which we did, Ama and Crawford I appeased with the performance. So that is the second point. First point is the best we've seen in recent times. Second point is against Nigeria, a team who on paper look better than us. I hold you on it. Thirdly, some of the new faces who also gave us glimpses of what could be the new face of the Black Stars. So people are somewhat pleased with the performance, and even though the outcome isn't what we expected or wanted, people are just okay. But to the game in itself. So Ghana started this game, our system was going to be a 4-2-3-1. And that is how the system was like. And I'll come to it. I've heard people say Ghana playing a 3-back. I don't think it's true. But how I explain, from my viewpoint, and everybody has a viewpoint, Nigeria for a ball, the 4-2-3-1 as well. So Ghana's 4-2-3-1 had Gideon Mensah, Jiku, Amate, Odoi, back four. The double pivot was Baba Idris, Thomas Partey. Kudus was ahead of them. Jordan on the left, Afenejan down the middle. Jordan on the right, Afenejan down the middle. And Isawaku down the right. So Jordan was on the left here, Isawaku down the right, so you could cut it. For Nigeria, just to come Balogun, who had a brilliant game, Balogun. Ola Aina, Senusi, Joe Aribo, Bonke Innocent in the middle. Kelechi Yana, Charles Nomante, Moses Simon Chukwueze, Victor Osimhen. This Nigeria how they started 4-2-3-1. All right, so in phases of the game, now one thing I enjoyed from the Ghana team was the fluidity and flexibility in our half. So I understand why people think Ghana. People say Ghana play the back three. The one time, the only moment and the only phase and the only scenarios that Ghana changed into the back three was in moments that were boarding from the back. Say, you see a pass ball from and Nigeria, as I said before the game, they never do the high press. They won't press you high enough. Their press is from the mid block. That is when Nigeria tried to be effective with pressing. It's Ghana elbowed out from the back up. What happened was that to give us bodies, and I've always said, boy, the more bodies you have ahead of the ball, the better chance you have of creating something. It is why Ghana's best passage of play at the AFCON was the goal I share against Gabon. The day you go no. When Partey picked the ball, he had 5 bodies ahead of him. So Ghana, so you have a back 4. But Ghana be building up from the back. We switch to a back 3 to be able to give 4 bodies in midfield to the 3 back on my passing ball, and then have some presence up front in 3. So say be building up from the back. Baba Idusu drops to either the right hand side of the defense or into the middle of the 2 center backs. Then that liberates Gideon Mensah and Odoi to go and join the midfield of Partey, Kudus. Then you have your Finejan, you have Ishaku, and you have Jordan, who are up front. So all of a sudden, when we are building up from the back, we've got a lot of options to play the ball into ahead of us. So the fluidity in that was that Baba Idusu understood the role. So anytime there was a ball to any of that back 4, it was his job to drop in between the 2 center halves or to the right hand side. Now here's the thing. Baba Idusu was playing very close to Odoi than close to Gideon Mensah. And that was that was for a purpose. Because Nigeria's biggest threat was playing on the shoulder of Odoi. And so for the whole game, he was neutralized. Moses Simon. He barely had any one-on-one opportunity with Odoi because Baba Idusu was playing very close to him. Chukwueze was playing not so wide, but very narrow. And so there were lots of times when Gideon Mensah had gone forward, it was easy for Jiku to handle him because he's playing close to Jiku anyway. And Victor Osimhen had the license to roam wherever he wanted. Wherever he wanted. Wherever he wanted to go. He wasn't a typical standing number 9. But let's focus on how Ghana played out and when Ghana were in possession. So like I said, when Ghana was playing out from the back, they quickly switched to a back 3. Sabon crossed the first phase of our build-up, which is from defense into the midfielder. It quickly changed from that back 3 for Baba Idusu to go and join Thomas Partey. And that was the problem at some point in our game. Okay. So a lot of people I've seen people have a lot of stake at Partey, and I'm surprised a bit. Because there were lots of times in that game, I understand Partey can do a lot better. He's a more talented midfielder and everything. But there were lots of times in that game, Naka Partey play with Fifi. And I wasn't going to blame Partey because at that time, Baba Idusu had dropped it up for me a back 3. Partey play and Fifi one. The one person that needed to drop alongside him wasn't on the same page with the rest of the team, Mohammed Kudus. It is why many people say, Anna Kudus, Anna Kudus, he's talented. When I sit back and I watch him, he has to, I don't think, you see, the difference between very talented players and brilliant players in terms of the word brilliance or intelligent players is the understanding of game situation, roles, and then timing. And I find that Kudus is very talented. I just don't think he reads the game very well. Because anytime I do super dropping I'm expecting that Kudus drops as well to join Partey. But anytime I do super dropping Naka Partey pay. And Partey has to now deal with Inyanacho, who is playing the number 10. Joe Aribo, who is playing the number 2, the number 8. What can you do? And when Partey picks the ball, there is nobody close to him in that middle of the park. Or when Partey has to press somebody, there is nobody backing up the press in that midfield. Partey was isolated. And he wasn't really given the double pivots that he would have needed. The only time or scenarios in the game Partey could actually do something proper was when Baba Idusu was around him. What did I say? So when it comes to how we shaped up and how fluid we were defensively, we were just about brilliant. But when we are crossing from midfield into the final third. I've seen people applaud the exuberance. I've seen people applaud the pace. I've seen people applaud lots of things. But that is where we showed the lack of quality and the lack of ability in those areas. And it all started from Kudus. You see, I'm not picking on Kudus, but I'm picking on the role he played. So person born number 10 Emma team yeah. The first thing I was away and it's our dream team no. Number 10, the heart of the team. Who dictates place no, who dictates pace of the game, who dictates play no, who nobody says a born right to, send left to, so be an offside out to me that no one pass on fro. And you wouldn't know think tank of the team. And tomorrow say, Ghana ya do the afueche, you do fifi, not born do the final moment to play the decisive pass and at the final time to decide on where to go in terms of left and right. Now okay, and now say you're making the wrong decision. That is largely because Kudus M10 ye. And then kind of create. I know Ghanaians love him because he's talented. They travel from Ayas and Jadi. But the truth of the matter is that Kudus M10 team. So the fans will shout about what 1 player, what 2 players. At the time, what 10 Afinijan had made serious runs and Kobo one time and we are in behind Nigeria. But Kudus I don't know. By the time Kudus Emenya born or better bonus no, it's our Watson who in a space gear. It was over born too. That chance is gone. So when you play as a number 10, you think more. It's why people say Ozil. He's not selfish at all, or you're selfless. But we come to Marshall pass. He thinks more about the team. Or we can say Isco now born now. He's always looking for the run of Ronaldo. At the time he thinks more about the team. John Matters days at Chelsea thinks more about the team. Paulo Dybala in his prime thinks more about the team. When Rooney, time and activists born now and on cheat more of the time. No, people have said say one of the reasons why Rooney answered plenty goals and only goal came that in the Premier League was because he thought more about the team. But Kudus and everybody can go back and watch the game. Everything Kudus did in the game was for himself. It wasn't to bring another player into the game. It wasn't to hold up the play for the team. It wasn't to link up the play. It was for himself. And there is no team out of attack ever clicky when your number 10 is thinking about himself. Team BNU Gyasi. Ever clicky.
Wow.
When you're number 10, and as a creative spark, you know, or genuine. And people tell me that Kudus is creative. I've not seen one creativity from him. What's that say? So we saw Afinijan running so hard, but never fed a chance. And sometimes, or to be making run and no offside, and this is timing. You see, Kudus doesn't always need to tap the ball twice. Sometimes, particularly more on the manner, or 10 yards, there's an opportunity to play the ball. You don't need to turn. So defensively, we were fluid. The way we shuffled between the back three and the back four was brilliant. But once we crossed that midfield, said, let's be decisive, no, we just couldn't get it going because decision making was either one late or poor. And late because we didn't land on the ball, poor because we've chosen the wrong angle to pass the ball to. Now, what else can I say? So I'm not picking on Kudus. I'm just doing. I'm saying that if you are playing a number 10, it's all dream team no more. And for me, far too often in the Black Stars, a lot of the things are your number 10 in Kudus Ayen or your man, not for the team. Talent no war, ability no war, but on affected team no. What am I gonna say? I don't know if I'm finding the right words to place it to actually explain what I'm trying to say, but he's got everything to become a good player. He just doesn't make the team tick, or stick together. And that has to change and change quickly. I'm not surprised that he doesn't get too many minutes in Ayas, especially in the way Ayas play. So he doesn't be so good on Twitter. Said, "Do you?" Then come back and Anna, David Klassen starts ahead of Kudus. And then be some said, "Do you really think?" Say Unimbo Boche David Klassen. People said yes, and I'm counting. Say yeah, he might have the ability, but as a number 10,
effectiveness.
David Klassen dream team. No. That's it. So then that was the one problem. Now the second problem, and one of the things I have to also say,
I still don't think Safinajan is a centre forward.
Okay.
Sani Rasta no make no. Sani Rasta no make. Nana, you stick that boy wide, give him the instruction to play, come in narrow. Sa Ismaila Sa Muboni bi. Sadio Mane Muboni bi. That is him.
Those 2 goals he scored for Roma that shot him to the limelight. He scored from that angle.
On your number 9.
What does it?
You see, the difference between Osimhen and Afinajan, we saw it clearly said, Osimhen has the ability to play with his back facing the defenders. Afinajan can't do that.
Only they offer too many.
So, and the ball at his feet, on your terrible with it.
No, he's okay.
Now, you need number 9 go with Team Nimsa, so playing down the middle mini problem. But playing him as a one top, it didn't work. And Otado got it wrong. You see, the one time I'm gonna to be creating anything meaningful in that first half was when Isawaku came narrow and short. But not just the 2 of my Isawaku no. That is these are the scenarios you have to set up for the boy.
Yeah.
Get people close to him. And for far too long, in my opinion, Sawo in Usati out from the back. Now we suggest to the back for you to give Odoyeni Gideon Mensah the opportunity to go forward. Jordan and Isawaku have to vacate the wide area. It's then to be too much.
Yeah.
Gideon it to be too much. Why? Isawaku are blocking wings, no. Jordan are blocking wings, no. No. Jordan and Isawaku have to collapse and get into the box so that the wing backs can bump forward. So that you can have Isawaku, have Jordan around a Afenajan. Anytime you can say me media, I can make one imagine this in Nigeria bobo na. I can 442 diamond and can me share. 442 diamond. So they be you need typical, you see, we need a Samoajan kind of player, and let's not make any mistake. Playing as a number 1 as a lone striker is one of the most difficult things in the sport.
Baby jet.
Even Eto, when he was flourishing, he wasn't necessarily a one top striker. You see Lukaku struggle as a lone striker. You see players from him go show. So in my opinion, so defensively we were great. Attacking wise, we didn't offer so much. Attacking wise, we didn't offer so much. So we can be happy set for so long. Yambo say be that. But we were playing at home. And Nigeria will look at our result and feel so we didn't even threaten them. What did I say? Isawaku's effort was powerful. It was straight to the goalkeeper. Kudus born or tenure on the from the corner of a boy, you know. Great ability, great skill to weave past the bodies, good shots. It was near to the near side of the goalkeeper. You expect the goalkeeper to make that save. The better chances in the game fell to Nigeria. And Jojo Waloko pulled off a brilliant save from Moses Simon Bourne. Now what I say? So I'm thinking, so when you look at Diana Afinajan Ayana, it was 2 things. It's either Jordan was going to collapse his width and join him, or Isawaku will collapse his width and join him. Sunday Bia, he would always have somebody to feed into or feed off. But as a lone striker, if he plays that way in Abuja, he will still struggle. He didn't get a clear sight on goal to shoot. All he was doing was to chase those long balls near, but then he showed great best of pace. And I like the way he worked, but we didn't play to his strength by any means.
Right.
And what did I say?
Yes, sir.
Now to Nigeria. You see, Nigeria ain't any plan B. Igwavon. So wings na anko yasa. It is before the game, no. Now make even on maximum, now make say neutralize Nigeria in those wide areas and see where they can go. They can't go anywhere else. So Chukwueze was off color. Moses Simon was off color, and that was largely because of the starting positions of Gideon Mensah and Dennis Odoi. They were not too deep because of the 3 back now they had been forced to go into from the passing from the back. You know, they still stayed up high. Even when a friend saying, the boy used to join Partey in midfield, so they were very much high up the pitch. And anytime they are born in the wide areas, but we tried to prevent the ball from going wide as much as we could. But anytime I born in the Beko, we were doubling up on them. We didn't see a lot of crosses in the box from Niger. And we didn't see their wingmen having a lot of one-on-ones to cause the problems. What I say? So we did a fine job on them where they are strong. And they showed us again, say, they do not have the plan B. And as we said, without Ndidi, Joe Aribo couldn't function. Without Joe Aribo, alternating with Iheanacho. Iheanacho was off color. It's Nigeria symmetry, you know. Because the foundation on which they are thick, the foundation on which I am other players' confidence, no, and we should have capitalized on that, but we couldn't. Because for me, one of the downside of our game was Kudus's inability to read some of these situations, to drop a long party, to pass on time, to move the ball quicker than to turn around. You know, some of those things took some very good counter-attacking opportunities from us. We'll talk about what we could do better in Niger.
Yeah.
I'm only looking at what we did on Friday.
Right.
What does it? But I like something Otoado did. The substitution was good. And for me, again,
After Jordan, they need change.
Again, you see, during the AFCON, and I repeat it, I know some people who listen to us will remember this. Like I said, the way fans see football is different from how
coaches
analysts see it. The way analysts see the football is different from how the coach sees it. It's an antenna. Even for a coach in himself, he needs an analyst by him. Because their views and their takes are very different. The analyst is not necessarily a coach, and the coach is not necessarily an analyst. But the final decision stays with the coach. Now, the fans sees it differently, the pundit sees it differently, the analyst sees it differently. The player in himself goes into the game with a different mindset based on the information in their manual. Now, because say Baba Idrisu played closer to Odoi than Gideon Mensah. Who played close to Gideon Mensah?
Jordan.
One of the reasons why
I exposed Gideon.
And sometimes a coach is in a bencher. In as much as all Chester Jordan gives him so much bites, and that is why even in Crystal Palace and all the Crystal have come to the block. Jordan is disciplined when it comes to his role. Jordan role. Say Jordan, yeah, Jumo mami. Keep an eye on this guy. Work hard for this team here. He's disciplined with it. The is so frustrating about Jordan. say he's an attacker. And when he gets into attacking areas, we expect more of him. Okay. But when I watched Jordan on the day, he was crucial to what was a well-rehearsed strategy. I said it on Twitter and people said a lot of things. I'm like, well, we've got different views on the game. He was blocking some good passing lanes. He was pressing decently in some good areas. But the area so Onyabona. And let's face it, when he said Jordan completely, the pass completion, the ratio was higher than Kudus, Afenejan, Isawaku, Thomas Partey, Baba Idrisu. On the ball, not ball on fan check. Or pass here or missing the passes, but our opponents in the area which might cause a problem. Cross name call. To me, what you expect an attacker to do. It's so frustrating on Jordan's part, but he was disciplined when it came to helping the team to find a defensive balance.
Right.
So the coach will sit back and be looking at it. So at the AFCON, did they usually have played the number of minutes he played? No way. But when the coach again sees him defending set pieces at Obian to be he's thinking maybe you need to watch him.
Yeah.
So I understand Otoado's position, but here's the thing: why was Jordan on corner kicks?
It's not the first time he's been doing this. He's
not been good at corner kicks.
I've been thinking about it as well.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah,
okay. And do you realize Jordan corner kicks not born the same?
Oh, Pijabon.
I like the observation. Almost all Jordan corner kicks now, but for one, I keep on a chair. It went to the far post. All the corners say your boy, you know. Where was Amate's positioning? Far post. So the fan who's seeing the game is frustrated that the corners are not going into the area we are used to seeing. Banana, what sense does it make? Say one of your biggest players in a far post for every corner, and every corner will be a far post. What sense does it make? Say after 4 attempts, Jordan is still on corner kick standing in far post. If that is not from coaching, it's not a coincidence. So I look at how he played out, and I like Mutala's observation. All the corners were going to the far post. What was Amate's position? To the far post. Amate is one of your biggest players. If you really wanted to play your corners into the area they can compete at, Nana, Amate won't be on the far post.
He'll be in the box.
He'll be in the box. I'm thinking, say, set pieces no more, but that routine, no, or from the training ground, it didn't work. Whatever that was from Otoado and then the coaching staff, they have to find a remedy to it. It didn't work. Because there was twice. Jordan found people on the far post twice. One to Amate, the second one to Isawaku. Need no need to go and reconnect the ball back into the game. And that is a strategy for corners, Udana.
Yeah.
Put to be ball to the far post, and that completely turns the whole defense to look what is happening behind them. By the time they regroup, no be connected about Baka or be head the some teams use that strategy. Hit the ball to the far post, head it back across the face of goal. Then you can compete. It's a you can what I say. I'm thinking say corner kicks in the airborne. It was rehearsed from the training ground. Because nobody can convince me say about corner kick a goal from the action center around the penalty box. Then we put Amate on the far post on almost all our set pieces. What sense does it make if that is not an instruction? See a go a corner, and all the corner kicks are going to the far post, all of them. And on all occasions, Jordan still gets to take the corner kick, and your instruction from the technical team and anything. So they need to sort that thing out. Whatever they were trying to achieve, it didn't work, so they have to fix it because set pieces are so crucial in some of these games. They are so important.
But should he be on the set piece at all?
No, if they feel, because to be honest, he was finding the back post. He was finding the back post almost all the time. But the second phase of it wasn't happening. He was finding the back post almost. Don't know correct somebody now, but I'm gonna give back to you. Need not go far post. Oh, Jordan is not a great header of the ball. He's not a great header of the ball. Yeah, he's not a great header of the ball. Now what I say. So, for me, that has to be sorted out.
Okay.
One of the games I feel say Capito, Ujamboya, we wouldn't have played as well as we played, but we might have scored. Especially with position now Isawaku Kubon. Having to come in. You see, especially in the second half, or dropping Isawaku as a typical winger to be coming now and roaming behind Afenejan. That position, if Capito is fit, and it's a paradox to a national team, isn't it? When he plays, we never really play well. But in some of the games, you think that if he plays, maybe, just maybe, we score. I don't know. I kept thinking through it. I should give him 3 times, so I kept thinking through it. And I think so overall, it was a decent performance.
Right.
But most of that was based on how good we could fluidly shuffle between the back four and the back three in different phases. But our attacking players need to be a lot more decisive and need to interpret the game as quickly as possible.
Right.
Isawaku, Jordan, Kudus. Afenejan, I won't blame him. But these 3 guys, especially Kudus, if he's the mix, if he's the engine, Bona Kudus, Bona Borings and Kenya problem, because you have to take on people out wide. But if you want to be the number 10, you can't keep turning on the ball.
Okay.
Those are seconds lost you never get back.
Real. Thank you very much, Ikadi. Well, Mutala, it's a good morning. Nana, Coach Otu should rely on the body language of the players and know when to make substitutions. And again, Kudus should be talked to because he holds onto the ball more than expected, and this slows down attack. He should know when to give quick passes. They should expect a hostile atmosphere in Abuja, but that shouldn't scare them because they are professionals and have been in that situation before. We wish them all the best. Seto Oblogo. I say greetings to Ikadi and Mutala. Abeku say, good morning, Max. Onungwa Market. I say, Max Sports, always the best. Abeku, you are also the best. Good morning, Nana. Hope you guys enjoyed the weekend. Yes, we did, by God's grace. Dennis Odoi did well last Friday, and hope he'll continue like that. I think Ghana must also be given time to build a team for almost 36 years. They are now back at Mexico. Okay, Canada. Mexico, and back with a high performance from Kinsley inside Ebri Konkonru. Felix Wayarefa, Special Eyes. I say good morning to you and your crew, Nana. You are doing a great job. Thank you. The Black Stars is going to beat the Super Eagles on their home soil. The Black Stars are going to beat the Super Eagles on their home soil by 3 goals to qualify. We are Ghana, Max Sports, the best, Felix or Yarifa. The performance from the Black Stars was absolutely superb, but Jordan was just a waste in the setup. That's not true. I disagree with you. It's time the coach find it early before we lose our slot to the World Cup, because Jordan don't fit in the setup. Again, I disagree. Jordan Ishaku shouldn't be in the first team tomorrow. Why? Parody, we can always agree to disagree, okay? Good morning, Max Sports. Tomorrow, Ghana will surprise Nigeria in Abuja. Fabio from Medina Social Welfare. Good morning, Nana. I'm Diego from Medina Estes. Ghana and Senegal will win by all means. Bismarck. Pram. Bismarck Amwaten. I said, now the team is better. But please, let's hold on to this team. But the game is going to end in a draw. Okay. Good morning to Mesam Chapa, baby. Friend is Shabi. Shabi Uncle T for driver. Uncle T United FC, one bus driver. And now, all the Black Maidens for no Eba Stadium. Eba share a princesses game no. And I'm Shabi. Shabi Sinana. Prom. About tena Obia. And I'm saying Shabi Naza won't come Black Maidens for bus. Also called loan. Oh, national team. Oga Uncle drive pure Uncle T bus.
And I'm in Sergeant Darkwa.
Okay.
Yesterday he was at the stadium towards
Sergeant Darkwa, eh?
Yes, he was there. And Jibodi neighbor. So how you go manage all the women? You are gifted almost every day.
You give some to Mutala.
Yeah, prep is also with you.
Yeah, rush.
Yeah, rush.
Yeah.
And I say I'm a consultant, you know.
Yeah, only out there's a multi-team.
Yeah, solid guy.
Rashikadi FC. Mutala uncle.
Nana. Black Stars. Every Friday, it's not a bro so Max TV.
Yeah, Friday we enjoy. We show no. We show them. We show me a nice show.
Almost. Me who said America almost there. Only see you can be especially with the especially with the Libro. No, almost everything that Sicho talked about. No, it happened in the game.
I wouldn't say okay. Joe Aribonya some chance be.
Yeah.
On Bobo if they see give your message.
How they write in the boy.
Yes. You didn't close the space.
Yeah.
Very similar to the Moroccan Islam. You have seen me.
Yeah.
Yeah. America. Almost everything that Libro no Sicho describe here no. So that is why I mean maybe I'm a see Sicho there. He's the best I've seen, but no yeah for another day. Yeah, game this so. Sicho, somebody who says Sicho is being hard on who? Kudus.
No.
But who do you say after the game? Press conference. First question that you be out to Adu was about Kudus. Who do you kind? He wanted to be diplomatic about the issue. Or say yes, if Kudus eternate twist fans never watch this. And the fans never it is normal. O Jibona as a who now sign. Fans never what do you do? I don't kind.
I did be a kakra. But sometimes it's part of the game. The only dear Jordan on my yard.
Yes, boost them.
Mammy can now don't dear Jordan. So some pass it, woman, yeah, Omunuani Jordan, are you? How do you find this out? How would they have felt? This is a boy. Was serving Ghana all these years. A beer na obebo na the obono umpeu.
Yes.
But umpeu. There's only one Jordan are you.
And
I said it is a say the audio no. Oko Nigeria. How do you expect the Nigerians to treat him?
To treat him.
If anybody understands this game, Jordan's performance in the game
it wasn't bad though.
Was defined.
No, it wasn't bad though.
It was defined like, for him to do what he was doing.
I said Maron for like.
But in any case,
somebody who told me Kudus had a
Odisheba, but who in his right sense, excuse me to say, with emotions and passion aside, right? Say, only Nigeria bomb match. One row Nigeria for no. Are you okay?
and Mr. Jordan position on the day now is a Maron for line here. You chat. He said, "This is your tax." Or what is saying cry and yanko forfeit. It's like people have a premeditated mind against Jordan. Are you? But no, or say no Kodante. What is all to Adoka time and not on so a football player no I will see a kind of no say wow yes I twisting and turning you say no it is for the fans oh yeah so hey anytime I could do but twist ya turning no over to stadium away but any progressive football or to see he can be more precise by going forward.
That's the word I was looking for. Precise.
Yes, or to see he can be more precise by sending the ball forward. Sano to kind of see he can be more precise by sending the ball forward because you had a striker on the day who is not an out and out striker, not prolific, but his runs were causing problem to Leon Balogun and Truce Ekon. That is Felix Afenejan. The movement of the ball was superb. He was running into spaces. For ball to Nenim. But over Triste no attending now Kumase for Missy Kumase for the stadium no our boy so hey and no dear for and no
Mutala kasa you
that me make Kumase for because
ya wuce
Baba ya Rabat and I make
Ghana for
yeah and I make try in the Ghana for make Kumase because it was the stadium it was Baba Yara but Ghana for
who don't time to go ahead and thank you
Ghana for everybody so nana and no fashion mau at the end of the game no only say Sitsofe can say obi better maybe I can say hey Kudus ball check Kudus on ball rough because we love to see those things in our game. Yeah, your ball cry about if it's cry. So big ball no yes anyama na your ball jine so but that doesn't bring results nana.
Oh me don't go to me channel no ano. What does it?
O to channel no channel.
O chodrubo no ano.
No. It doesn't bring results. So Kudus on the day then oye wo game nim. Then pan oye wo game nim.
Oh,
apart from twist and turning.
Oh yeah, dear, but it was an aspect of the game when
yes, he could have done better on the day by sending the ball forward, being precise with his passing. And the idea and Kofoka say about 3 back, so Otuado responded to that at the press conference. Or say or catch a journalist, they say Onimbo or Sidipan will be answer question in Nimbo. Now Nipan in Nimbo.
Maybe you told me you prepare margin so mobile.
Yes,
boy. Ghana journalists will only on boot for boot.
Yeah,
but I think say a bad precedent or was settled because later you quit man we will refer him.
Or Sidipan in Nimbo, Nipan in Nimbo, Nipan who say at a point Ghana was playing the 3-back system with Idrisu Baba dropping to form a 3-back with Pate Nijiku and Tidipa no Oshebo no Nimmo. So he doesn't want to fall the person, which to me was harsh. But and also Eja Pate Nkwa midfield against Innocent Bonke and your friend is saying Aribo sometimes in Hanacho dropping deep. But Sito Uze Hanacho was not effective in the game at all.
Yeah, absolutely not. And
no, he was
only Aribo.
Mm-hmm.
That's likely because Aribo had to be careful not to isolate Innocent.
Yeah.
And without Aribo also alternating with Iheanacho, Iheanacho was easily marked down.
Only that my kind a few Nigerian portals they are criticizing the Gavon
for keeping him on as long as
not even keeping him on. He's giving him several chances and he's not proving anything to the team. So he should be dropped for people like Igalo to start.
What's the guy say?
Anyway. Kelechana.
No, yes, Iheanacho. Obviously, he's been given several chances, but he's not impressed.
Gavon is hoping that Iheanacho plays like he played under 17 and 20.
Yes.
At that time, it was a typical number.
Almost friend Black or Zil. Sometimes I'm friend Black or Zil. Almost a Ghana.
Not a pass ball.
He was a typical.
There's a Mikabe Doss on the ball.
Yes. And as you see, the passing game now,
yes.
He's more of an instinctive finisher than a holder and a passer of the
match. First, he could put penetrating balls.
The
strength, no.
They are friend Black or Zil. Under 17. Almost a Ghana 16.
Gavon is hoping that he gets that.
He was that type. It's not more precise, but then Nana Ariaba Kwama Ghana for any agenda, not because of the result, because AFCON no boy and what they compare with this. There's an improvement of what we did on Friday.
Okay.
And against a star-studded Nigerian side, many people did not give the Black Stars a chance to actually exhibit this kind of football. One, because even technical team require changing prior to the game. Over Kaya, ni ehu ni Paul Baba ye coach impo prior to this game. Yes, squad can ye release here. Ni ehu. So people were not even confident with the Black Stars. And out here, the Black Stars management committee, even Otuadoa, they said people were right to be skeptical about the team because of what happened in Cameroon. But when they stepped onto the pitch, but Nana yebebo Kumasi for Abaso.
Ghana for Basu.
Yes, any no, but oh yeah, they are massive for the copy of home. The reception they gave to the
massive for Ghana.
No, and yes, stadium no kwao.
Massive for me Ghana.
Of course, but and yes, stadium no kwao from the time a Black Stars go PMU or boys na go training ground ne omo kwa Germany. I mean, the kind of reception.
I
want to find out. Would you say the 12 man fans no? It had an effect on Nigeria.
Osimhen say, Babobo sold out San Siro.
I don't think.
No, Ademola Lookman can say me after the game. Or say he's been to several venues, but the atmosphere no who.
We all know Accra.
2 10s or who be that.
On Accra.
But because immediately with the first like 10 to 15 minutes, no, anytime a Nigeria be touching ball, no. The kind of books like.
I thought you can say more than post match. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, wait to happen.
See, they had a great start to the game.
Yeah.
Then fatigue set.
Setting. Yes.
And Nigeria dominated. The second half started well. Fatigue setting. And I actually think that there were spells in that game. The Ghanaian players were playing to the gallery.
Yeah.
So they were too aggressive. Not aggressive, but no communicating.
Okay. So
that was the time Nigerians are concerned more.
Yeah.
Because they were just taking it somewhat easy.
Of course.
And that's the thing about fans. Unnecessarily too much.
And I make us say, Kuno. Hey, man, I don't joke.
Jiku is on tackle here.
No, Jiku.
And I said Jiku.
Jiku.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But he faced him in the league.
Yeah, it was almost like a one-on-one with Osimhen, and he was able to bring the ball.
And see, or sliding on far ball.
Center backs.
No, for both sets. Yeah. It's like the FA Cup games we witnessed Saturday. Legon City's dreams. Jalilu and Abdullah Ibrahim. And then Gyasi Bote and Isaka. Solid.
Only say I have my problems with Amati. But on Ijiku partnership, no. I say no. I fair way. But on the day, one player that surprised me that I didn't expect. So about this kind of football was Gideon Mensah in the first half. In the first half, and not only say Kofobe Bray and share them who the defensive side of Jordan. But Crystal Palace, Patrick Vieira can several times say. Jordan is one player who works for the team, but one show you one muscle because you don't see him racking up the numbers and scoring loads. But he works for the team.
Okay.
On the day he helped Gideon Mensah to track Chukwueze, and Gideon Mensah saw Chukwueze an opportunity to have him one-on-one and just get past him.
Right.
But Opeso neutralizing Nigeria again, it has to come from their wings.
Okay.
Moses Simon Chukwueze didn't work. Banana. Abuja Yoko. They say Kafa granted permission to use full stadium.
Yeah.
Black Stars were chance, but me I will say 70-30. 30 for the
Central African Republic share Nigeria this World Cup qualifiers.
One share Abuja. Or share Lagos.
Abuja so like you said then you.
And also no complain no fear no.
Okay. We use the last 5 minutes to get on the phone lines and get interactive with our listeners. 055 00 555 Ivan Sana.
That guy is been say.
Oh no, got a private jet too. 055 00 555 22 0579 3025. And I'm afraid Kempon Mao.
The McDonald private.
Kempon Cappuccino. Uno Kumasi. Met my man Eduako. Oh. Hello. The great one. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
And I'm Bajo, Richard in Gazabla.
Richie and Quay.
I'm Bajo, young bumpy, but now you're almost for Babom. Win Bella.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello, Bajo, good morning.
Yo. Yami Shaw.
I can't say. Ghana, my fans, it's not about the fans, it's about players play on the pitch. And so, I'm going to be narration with the Jadula for the show. I'm going to 80,000 crop or studio. I show my show to
David, yeah, say. Emperor Richie Jr. say, Cruz really caused that because he delayed on the balls. I think we need set piece coaches as soon as possible. In modern football, set pieces play vital roles, which we had enough but couldn't score with them. And one good thing was our technical bench. I really love the German and English combo. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Anna.
Morning, over.
Where am I going from last time?
Okay, Yankwe.
We are there, Ghana, version Nigeria 1-0. Then I'm one person who anyone there, or who anyone says the center war would you why the Ghana score Nigeria 1-0.
Yeah, now see, you mean sure we bring. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Your friend, thank you because of our group. Hello.
Mwasem Nkwe.
I'm a boy last time born on Friday and a day. And so I'm to me unqualified. My nearly so most me maintain it now in the future. They quite on the album and they say, I need him to cry and not support you. No, my baby, my man. Even saying that for
Good morning, Max FM. Listening to Sitsofe analysis. I just go back to watch some of the Nigeria's matches under Igwevon and understand why Otualu told one of the journalists that he doesn't understand football. Because Igwevon's main approach is to use wide speedsters in his team. So when an opposite team bites into his approach with a speed game, he will punish you with his speedsters in his arsenals. But I believe on the whole that Ghana's technical team did a great job. And with selection of players and Kudus need to learn from Steve Napier if he wants to win the hearts of Ghanaians as our main number 10. Wow. Okay, Gino Laidasi. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
This is Piero from Gregoria.
Yes, your radio is giving us a terrible feedback. Can you bring the volume down?
Okay.
All right.
Tomorrow that is going to win by 2 goals nil.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it. Let me show you. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
And Patrick Patrick please.
Pato Yankwe.
And Patrick Tan, my father, I bought Tagana Basak, neighbors, Nigeria 3-2. Hello.
Also, Pato Kazebi.
Yeah, Mr.
First thing. Eric Yankwe.
That I'm my idea movie, a Friday no more idea. But Mamma didn't give a say about ball. Because Ghana had a way ball. And to me, yeah, goes not yet. Ghana, yeah, Bob on the car. Then I'm like anything. But it's where I need this. Nigeria for some of them collecting your home. And he had the guitar.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. All right, Ima.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Mutala say Kao Kamra. Echo Moxie, Black Stars to keep Odoi. He's very good at right back. All right. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Yeah, first thing.
Atuga.
Atuga.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I say you and Nigeria Umba tournament by Ayila. Ayila not always marathon.
What's Nigeria for you then? Tournaments, Ben, yeah, Ben. If you forgot, how can we understand the question? I know the question tournaments in Assembly. Need to say, who's that? There's no problem on it, no, my baby. About 12. Oh, they don't hear enough. Only plan a friend. Oh, there is all my cousin and friend and my crapple. Ajiman Kaku now, pretty friend. About 12 is midday. Rapper. Oh, what of you? Hello. Where can you go? Now, run and do too. And then I answer.
You guys are doing
what the picture share? What the meme picture show? Wife and our wife see me a crack kitty. Who can't your wife so proud because they meme using?
You guys are doing very, very well.
Thank you. Okay. I mean, shall be brave. Catch your wife, them a small boy with that. Oh, I'm a master. Koku Madina, Koku, see, you guys didn't talk about the penalty, so let me touch on it. From what you guys have taught us, I think it was not a penalty due to the natural position of the hand. When one is falling, the hands must land on the body. Koku, and I was watching there. All right, yeah, you see, Techno Phantom X, Max Buy, TCL, Star Times, Awake Purified Water, Agbebe Eba Hospital, and a tire chi and a digimede ebro IMAX cooling fans, almost so airboy and Bedfox with boost time and last chance travel and tours. IMAX Electronics, one we now airboy and a digimede and buy. Okay, have a good day and have a very, very positive week. Okay? Abuja, here comes Ameuga.
The future is here. IMAX USB batteries. IMAX USB batteries are rechargeable with a USB port and are made with superior microchip and IC technology. It comes